friends, welcome to Tassie Studio. I'm Tassie, and I know it's only the end of July, but I'm already dreaming of twinkling lights, of hot cocoa, and of course of gift knitting. And today, this is what I am going to share with you. Everything that I have already started and everything that I'm planning to knit from here until Christmas, and also 10 ideas of projects that you could make as a gift. And if you start now, you will have a great head start to your Christmas gifting. So stay tuned and let's do this together. So grab your knitting, get comfy, get a drink of your choice, and let's start talking holiday. I am going to start today by letting you know and talking to you about what I'm planning to make for my family. I used to make just hats for each one of them, but as they grow older, I usually now make something, I make something for each one of them that I think they would like the most and that it would be also more useful for each one of them. I also make some things for family or friends, and I have some plans which I will talk to you about it. I'm going to start with what I'm making for my husband, and for some of the things that I'm making, I already have the yarn, so then I will show the yarn to you. I am planning to make a hat for my husband because that's what he likes the most. And I had bought this yarn. This is the Woolfolk Fleck Bulky, and this yarn has 109 yards, which is about 100 meters for 100 grams, and you can make that with a size 13 needles. And I am planning to see if I can make the Salish Cap. Kevin from Needles at the Ready has made several, and he holds two yarns together, but I think that I could make one with this. If not, I might just make the Pro Soho ribbed hat, although it's not going to hit gauge with this yarn, but my husband likes simple hats, and this yarn is so soft and so nice. It is a the content is 80% Ovis 21 Ultimate Merino and 15% Micro Tweed Donegal with natural tones. And I could not resist. I found this last year when I went to Flock, and it's been waiting for me to make a hat for him, and I think that would be the perfect choice. Then for my daughter and my son's girlfriend, I think that I am going to make, I have already shown this in one of my episodes here before, and I am making the Murano Slippers by Tracy Miller, and I think it is the cutest thing ever, and I have already made one of them. I'm hoping that I can put maybe some elastic here on top, or that maybe after I block, that it will look a little bit better. I am not sure if I am going to put a pom-pom or something up here. I just really like this, and it's super easy and super quick, so I'm planning to make one for each one of them. And I am, as you saw on the second one, I'm not sure if that one is going to be for my daughter. I don't want to give too much information here in case they watch this, but I think that they're going to love whatever color I choose for that for them, and it's going to be pretty much the same except we're in probably different colors. Now I wanted to, for my son, I think I'm going to make socks this year, because he has told me that the socks, or I think maybe his girlfriend told me that his socks have they are kind of, they have holes on them, so, and that he loves to wear them for bed, to bed. So I think I am going to make, I had bought this yarn and planned to maybe make socks for my husband, and all of this are on my stash, which makes me very happy to be able to use some of the yarn that is on my stash. I bought this in Nashville, and this is the Old Rusted Chair. Is a hand-dyed yarn from, and I think it's hand-dyed in Nashville, Tennessee, yes. And the color for this one is Shadow. And I'm planning to make either DK socks, because although it looks like it's fingering, is a 2-ply fingering, that it's a little bit thicker, and I may be able to make the basic bed socks for him. And the basic bed socks are by Emily Bolduan, and it's mostly blue, even though it's showing a little bit of purple on it. It does have a little bit of purple in here, but I think it's mostly a dark blue, and it's a really pretty yarn. So that's my plan for my son. And for my grandson, I would like to make a hat, and then I might make another little scarf for him. I made one for him in crochet last year, and he hasn't worn it yet, but every year around Christmas, and when it starts getting really cold, he likes to have something around his neck. So I think it would be fun to maybe make something like that for him. I have been making some of the dishcloths, and I actually make them more like body washcloth, and I made some of them when my friends from Fiber Hustle, they had the dishcloth revolution knit along. It was a crochet along. It was a 1 week, and I got a few of them done. And I try to every Friday see if I have the time to knit one or crochet one, and then I collect them, because this way I can give everybody in my family gets 1 or 2, and I can give to some of my friends and sometimes to some family members also. So it's a fun thing to do. Every year I make an ornament, to do an ornament exchange. And this year I have a bundle on Ravelry of some ideas that I had last year. And if you want to check my Ravelry, it's one that has most of the ideas from last year, but some of them I have not knit or crochet yet. So I think I'm going to get an idea for my ornament this year from the bundle that I had last year. And so now I would like to talk to you about 10 gift ideas. I'll give you some ideas of patterns, and then I will show here that I came up with that are quick ideas for you to be able to make several of them or many of them. The first thing that I think it's a really good idea for Christmas are slouchy or ribbed hats. Those hats are so easy, so quick, and so fun to make, especially when you have a special yarn that has been on your stash, or that you would want to get on a special occasion. So a couple of the hats that I really like to make, and I keep making them every year, I already mentioned one of them, or probably both of them, is the Pearl Soho Classic Ribbed Hat. That's one that it's very, very fun and quick to make. And the other one that I really want to try this year is the Salish Cap. Those two look like so much fun, and I am excited to be able to knit those for some of my family members, and I think that's a really good idea. The fingerless mitts are also other Christmas gifts that is quick, it's fun, it's useful, and it's great for you to give to people who work on the computer, or who live in places who are really cold. I absolutely love mine, and one every single one that I have, I love them. And one of the ones that I really love to make is the Toast Mitt by Leslie Friend. So as I said, Leslie Friend's Toast Mitts is always on my list because have made several of them for gifts for myself, and I absolutely love them. The other one that I'm very excited that I would love to make some this year is the world's simplest mittens, and they are from Tin Can Knits, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a free Ravelry download, and I would love to make one for my grandson. I think that he would enjoy that also. And I am also planning to make for myself the penny gloves by Petite Knit, and maybe I will make that for gifts this year also. I think those are fun, quick gifts that we can make. The other idea are hand knit dishcloth and dishcloth bundles. You can pair them with handmade soaps, and you can make a really cute hostess gift, or you can make that for teachers, for your friends, and it's something that is fun and quick to make, and that you make a really cute spa gift for somebody that you love. Mini cowls and neck warmers are also very good idea, and something that you can actually make more than one for this year, especially if you start now. One of my favorites that it has been on my list for a long time that I would like to make for a gift this year is the Night and Day Cowl by Andrea Maury. This is, you can make this on a DK yarn, and using a US 6. So it should be a pretty quick knit, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This is a paid for pattern, but I think it's all worth it to make. The other thing that is very fun to give as gift, and I'm already making some, as I showed you before and I told you before, are chunky slippers, or just little slippers. I fell in love watching the grocery girls with the Murano slippers, and I plan to make at least 3 of them this year to give as gifts, because they are so charming and so cute, and you can make You can create little charms to put on them, or just make them really simple and nice. And whatever way you make, I think that they would look very, very cute. And it would be a fun gift to give to somebody on Christmas, especially if they are in a place that it's cold during Christmas. The other thing that I think it's a great idea to make during Christmas are one skein shawlets or little scarves. And of course that always brings me to this Sophie scarf, because I love making them. I love how easy and simple they are. But this year I found one that I'm pretty curious to check, because I think it looks pretty similar to the Sophie scarf, but it was released in December of 2022, and it's the Simple Thing scarf by Melina Brell, and I think it looks very, very cute. And there might be a little bit of a difference between that and the Sophie scarf, and I have not yet checked all the details, but it looks like they are very, very quick and fun to make. I also really like the Party Line scarf by Casey Apple from Young Folk Knits. She released that in May of 2024. It has a little bit more pizzazz because it has little details on it, but you can also make it really fast. She did on a sport yarn weight with a US 6, but I think depending on your gauge or what size you want to make is something that you can change yarn, and you can do it on whatever way that you like better and yarn that you like better. And I think that would be a fabulous gift to give also. It's always fun to make some scrappy yarn projects, and you can make with your scrap yarn, you can make like those magic balls, and then make like striped hats. You can make cowls, you can make anything basically, or socks, anything that you would like to make with them. And they are fun because you are using your scrap yarn, but you're also making different things for people that are fun to look at and fun to give as gifts. I think it's also fun to make some toys. I used to not really enjoy making toys, but now that I have a grandson, and that one of his favorite things is stuffies, so I always make at least one for every holiday for him. I make one for his birthday. We made 6 of them last year. I have several videos showing you the gift toys that we made together. The most recent one I made for him was a little bunny from the crochet object, and it was a bunny that I made for Easter. And now I'm going to make something for him for either his birthday or Christmas, and that's, his birthday is November and Christmas in December, and I always want and try to have one of those toys. It's always so much fun to make those knitted toys and see the kids smile and how much they like it and how much they enjoy. So that is a short and simple video just to show you my cozy and needy ideas for Christmas in July. I hope that this gives you some inspiration. I hope that if you're planning to make some gift knitting this year, that this will inspire you to go looking for some yarn on your stash, or get some new yarn if that's something you would like to do. And if you want to tell me here if you have started your planning for Christmas yet, if you are going to keep, and if you have that tradition. So let's just chat in the comments. Let's start a conversation, and maybe you give me some ideas also, so we can share all of our fun stuff that we are planning our Christmas in July. I hope this was fun for you. I hope that you keep knitting, crocheting, embroidering, and doing everything that makes you happy. And until I see you on the next video, ciao!